Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tight right. You got 4.
Trubisky will throw. This is caught by Robinson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Trubisky, and he completes it to Cohen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Jake Ryan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's Ty Johnson, rookie 6th-rounder from Maryland. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming. Showing 8.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Out. Alert flare. Alert. 5-0. Kill.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bears' 14-yard line.
Set. Waiting. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Here's Damian Harris, 3rd-rounder from Alabama. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Stafford. Galladay's got it. And the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
18.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Trubisky, he sets and got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Check, double right. 11. Check, you ready? No.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
Let's go.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Detroit. 54 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Set, lady. Check. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood. 26 Mike. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
At their own 37-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. It's caught. It's Miller. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with... And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Trey Flowers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 49 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Johnson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
So don't say nothing.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He gets it complete to Harris. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. The final shot before the break, Stafford. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there as time expires in the first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Set! 250! 11, 11! Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check the hook.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Dancing to his left, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Below Nichols. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And his throw is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one, and even 40 yards. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Completes it to Miller. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Bears.
51. It's been a long day for you.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Robinson's got it. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Save. Kill. Check safety. 32. Twist.
Johnson running right. Clinton Dix, the former Packer, in on the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On first down, Harris. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Get him, boy.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
I'm coming. Watch twin. Hey, 22. Check.
From the 36, Stafford. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
You're not ready. Hey, watch it.
Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Now Trubisky to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So
he's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for the Lions. 48 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Let's go. We got this. Hey, check 27. 24. Check 24.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Jared Davis, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
It's 2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Trubisky. He's got Burton here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season, it's big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Extra point good by Prater. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Johnson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Again, it's Johnson. And an alley to run. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You got 3.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
You got it. You got it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Stafford going to throw it. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Ready. Mike is 59. Mike's at 59. I got you. Slam. Check 37. Bang. Watch safety creep. Creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill. Rush in.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Let's go, defense. 58, boys.
From the 50, Stafford. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 30 yards there. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Stafford. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Pull it together.
Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory.
Lady! Check, 59. Check back.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Detroit, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.